Hey everybody, it's Wednesday the 23rd.
There it is. Woo!
Oh, we're here.
We're already gone.
Yeah.
We just started.
Oh.
But we've been going for an hour.
Yeah, we've been hanging out for an hour. We have a special
Days,
guest.
even.
Days. Rhett Shull's here.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
How are you, man? How's the weather here?
Wow.
You came in and it was 80.
It was 80
Then
yesterday.
It was 80 the day before, 50, and then the day it snowed.
then today it snowed.
You
It
brought
was-
in a rapid decline of
It was
weather.
70 for like 10 minutes yesterday.
I tend to bring in rapid decline of just about anything anywhere I go. So
Well, we're glad to have you on the program.
thank you.
I love this program. I'm excited for what we're going to do today.
It's gonna be a good program.
It's a good program. Let's do a couple top-down shots. We have so many fuzz pedals. There's my top-down, and then let's look at Rhett's. There's just a lot of fuzz, and I think the point, not to get hung up on imaginary rules that we got into yesterday. The point is just our favorite fuzz pedals that aren't vintage.
That are attainable today. You can find today.
I think that everything out here except one or two are actually like being built right now.
Yeah,
I think.
with the exception of on my board the Jex Telez Canyon Climber.
Bless you.
These two I brought from home. We'll get into these in a little bit, I'm sure, but I believe Jex Telez Bob is getting back into building pedals, which I'm really happy to hear because
I don't own a single pedal from him.
You should.
Whoa.
Yeah, you should. These are really good.
Sorry, I sneezed, and now I can't breathe. That's it, though.
Content.
We're it's a lot of fuzz pedals, and so we have 4 on each board. Let's go through our boards here. I'll do mine first. My gosh, I'm literally choking, and that's fine. My signal path is, I feel like I'm that pedal show right now. Unicorn, I don't know why the Miku Stomp is out here. Not sure. Unicorn, White Oak Dual Fuzz. This is really cool. We'll get into this. Then we're going into this Fjorn. The name of this, I actually don't know. It's the Fiteris, I think. Fiteris? We'll talk about these individually. This is the Fenris.
Fjord.
Fenris.
I think that's the best looking
Fjord.
pedal on the board.
It's awesome. It has a wolf, and there's a story with the wolf. Ooh. This pedal line is brand new to me. I started talking to him on Instagram and sent some stuff in. I'm excited.
There's also, is that Hans Blaster?
I think so.
Down there?
And then look, like
My God. My God.
that's pretty wicked sick.
Wow.
And then I'm going into the Wrench Fuzz. I'm excited for this. This is a pedal that I keep seeing on Instagram everywhere. All the cool kids are playing it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. Then we have the Stromer Super Fuzz, which we kind of, Daniel and I accidentally made this guy's life and nightmare come true at the same time or something like that. We just saw it and thought it was vintage and bought it, and then we talked about it on Totally Normal Behavior, that episode, and then he sold out of them. But he's making these in New York. It's super cool. So this is current. I have a Klon afterwards because I like to turn a Klon on after Fuzzes, and then the new Mark II, which came out yesterday. I've had this for a while. Your video came out. I got in the comments and dropped some hate.
Yeah. My video came out an hour early, and Line 6 was really happy about that.
Whoops.
Yeah. I got my time zones messed up because I was on an airplane first thing yesterday morning. And, I dropped it an hour before Yamaha Line 6 dropped it. So
It's okay.
it's all right.
It happened.
And then I have a 3 Series chorus in case we go to Schofield land, John Schofield, and then the reverb. So that's my shameless plugs. So what's your board look like?
All right, so my board, I brought some stuff from home. Starting with this is the BAE Royal Tone Fuzz. This is a really cool kind of 2-in-1 fuzz, silicon-based, kind of a sort of its own thing. BAE normally makes recording equipment. They do Neve
What does it
stuff.
stand for, BAE?
It used to stand for Brent Averill Electronics, and now I think it's British Audio Engineering. Addison, do you know?
Not sure.
Yeah, it's one of those two.
I always made something because I've seen this for like 20 years. The brand, I'd be like basic audio engineering.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, basically, if you want a Neve 1073 for your studio, but you don't
Yeah.
want to pay Neve prices, you buy a BAE.
Yeah.
And then next, I've got my Jextelez Canyon Climber. I've owned this for several years. This is Jonathan Wilson's signature pedal. This is sort of a clone / take on a companion fuzz. And fun fact, I figured out that my foot switch on this is going.
Yeah.
So
Just hit it real hard.
yeah, and then hopefully your repair department can help me out with that. Then we've got the Beatronics Octahive. I love the Beatronics stuff. Those guys
Yep.
are awesome, and I needed an octave pedal on the board here. And then this is my good buddy Zach from Mythos and my co-host over on Dipped in Tone podcast. This is his new 1347 fuzz that he just shipped out today.
So
to
it's
get
kind
on
of
the
a
show. Yeah.
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 Kind of.
I'm not a part of Mythos, but he's
Yeah.
my partner on the podcast.
1483 what's the number?
So. It's 1994.
What's the 13?
No, 1347. Looking at it is a little. It is
I
a little hard
forgot.
to read.
Yeah, the first pedal was in 1347. It's
Yeah.
when the
Christopher
Byzantine
Columbus,
Empire,
yeah, he
Christopher Columbus,
sailed over
they
from
did a partnership
England and-
where they co-launched an audio
Yeah.
department.
The Byzantine Empire fell in the 1100s, but
Actually. And then out of that, we're going into the Strymon Lex because, as Josh has mentioned, we're both huge John Schofield nerds, so we might go to Schofield land.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, if we start playing like play a Schofield beat, just Nick, just like
Me?
yeah,
Oh.
just like it's basically a groove and then weird noodling over it, but it's very addictive. Yeah, let's give a sample of this. I won't play. You guys go for it.
Oh, I turned my reverb on accidentally.
Yeah, this is. It's jazz, but it's not.
Yeah, if any actual jazz players are watching,
They'll be offended.
you're
Well,
gonna
John's.
be really
I mean, he
offended.
played with Miles Davis. It's weird because he does it, and it's like another echelon of noodling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then Empress Ecosystem. Love this delay pedal.
I love representing Canada
Yeah.
when it's cold.
When it's
like
cold,
the snow's
it feels
falling.
like Canada outside. And then this was Addison's pick here. I asked for a reverb.
Yeah,
and
dog.
I don't really know this pedal.
What is it?
The Immerse Mark II.
New neighbor.
Yeah,
The new neighbor.
it's fantastic. Yep. The plate setting in particular is my favorite.
Oh, cool. Let me do all that.
Yep. Dude, it's like the second preset.
Okay.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog. Woo. And that's it.
I also just want to say, Addison, camera over to you.
Yeah.
You're loving this, aren't you? This is like where people just talk about gear.
I do.
You like this?
I do love it. Yeah. Actually, is anyone interested in? I have a new fuzz. It's not a fuzz. It's a new pedal.
I think we should look what's on your baseboard.
Should I? Well, you can't see it.
So I just talk about it.
Okay, so I have.
I like this new angle too.
Oh yeah.
The rhythm sections together. You guys.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. My signal chain is the Poison Noises Crook.
What a shocker!
That's pretty much all I'm going to use today. Is just that pedal. I just
Wow.
want to talk about it. But I got something special in the mail from them.
Show us. Show
us.
Show
us.
I
us.
have. They're not going to be able to see it
You're
from
gonna
here.
have to give it.
I
to
can hold
Rhett.
it up.
Yeah, you
or give it to
are.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
Rhett can do it.
All right, go pedal board cam here.
The fine fellas at Poison Noises. Oh, there it is. They sent me a crook, and there's something different about this
I'll do it on
crook.
my front cam.
There you go. That's better. Oh, it's manual.
Oh no!
no.
Wait, how about
do
Rhett's,
this one, do this
Rhett's
one.
front
Wait,
camera?
is my front camera on auto?
There we go. There we go.
Okay, that's me.
Is that you?
That's me on a pedal.
You're the crook. You're the crook.
I'm breaking out with a bag of money from, I don't know, maybe I'm breaking out from JHS.
I think the bag of money represents it represents your tone.
Oh my
and
gosh.
You're running
You got
down the
loads of
road
it.
with loads of tone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it even has a tiny little mustache on there.
And it's a different color as well.
It is. It's a special.
Does it glow in the
Honestly-
dark?
I don't know. I'm going to try it. It's the Crook AE. They said the Ambassador Edition, but I think it's the Addison Edition. So-
yeah.
That's
Josh,
it. That's
Josh,
all.
how do you
amazing.
feel about him getting his own signature?
You know,
Are you bitter?
I was trying to think of like what company would I want to give me a signature pedal? I don't really know. Everyone here knows that I love Old Blood Noise.
His camera's out. We're just gonna keep it on y'all. It's fine. Keep going.
Really, what I want to know, if anybody out there watching right now works for Gorgias Press, there's some really limited edition Syriac texts that I've been looking for, and they're so expensive. So please, if you have a connection or can get me some Syriac text from Gorgias Press.
Yeah, because a lot of our viewers are into that.
I don't know what that means.
I think
fine.
it's a type of pasta.
Okay.
Syriac text. I have a friend who had Syriac
Nailed it.
disease.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Anyway,
I think, and then how you doing, Nick? You doing well?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
want to throw you into this.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
We
Just glad to
had
be
a
here.
crazy day yesterday. We can't really disclose our
No,
adventures.
no.
we're all very tired.
Yeah, Rhett's in town. We have a special thing going. I'm pretty pumped about it.
We've been working on this thing for months and months.
Really, years.
Honestly, it's probably over a year at this point.
Maybe a decade. I'm
Maybe.
not sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We don't want to get too specific about the time
No.
period or time frame that we've been working on this thing, but you'll see it pretty soon.
Yeah. I'm pumped. I guess it's time to dive into modern fuzzes.
It is.
We will do an Ernie Ball trivia time. We'll give away a box of 10. It's a box with 10 packs of strings in it. We'll do that in a bit. We'll also, for the first time in like 6 months, Nick, you're going to do a Hot Topics.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be awesome.
And,
it's
yeah.
gonna be so great.
gonna-
and everyone's gonna love
Addison's
it.
gone. He's totally gone.
I don't know where he's
Old Blood Noise is in the chat, and I'm disappointed.
Oh, we have an old blood noise
This
pedal
is-
What did you
represented.
do?
Yeah,
This is the worst day of my
What did
life.
you
What
do?
did you
Just put it on my camera real quick, though. Right here. I just want to say this is an amazing fuzz pedal.
That's
haunt.
the fuzz that I want.
Yeah, this is the haunt. It's represented today in modern fuzzes.
I'll put it on
What
my
did you
pedal
do?
and
Yeah.
my
What's
board.
wrong?
It's just they said, "Come on, man," because it's like I love, and then I was like, I don't want a pedal. I want a Syriac book, and
right.
I've ruined everything.
So what you're saying is you
Man.
want to work for Old Blood and you wish you had a haunt fuzz pedal.
Yeah,
You
your
really
face
messed
on
this up.
with my face on it. It's
Okay.
okay. I'm
Everything's
sorry.
Oh wait,
I'm
who's-
sorry.
Is that a ghost over there? A ghost shell? What is that?
A ghost show?
Oh, okay, never mind. Forget I said anything.
I love you all. You know I love you, Old Blood Noise.
Let's do this. Rhett.
Can I start by saying that
Yeah.
fuzz is legitimately my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I love fuzz pedals. I'm not a collector like yourself, but I am starting to become a bit of a fuzz collector because
I think you are.
they're all so unique and they all do different things and they all kind of have their own. It's like each person that makes a fuzz pedal, it's their own sort of unique take on something, or some of these are just completely outlandish, like new things. But I believe that there is a fuzz pedal out there for everybody.
Yeah.
I see it in comments on my videos all the time. People are like, "Oh, I hate fuzz. Fuzz
I
sucks."
hate that comment because it just lets me know they don't understand fuzz.
They don't understand. And
Yeah.
and I think the point of today's stream is to help people understand that there is a fuzz pedal out there for everyone. And it's about the journey of finding it.
That was
That's
poetry.
inspirational.
Yeah.
Dang.
God, I gotta do something with my
Man.
life.
I know, dude.
No, I love it. Yeah, you take something like a fuzz face on this table. There's probably at least 10 takes on that represented. Small changes, like this wrench pedal. I love what he says. He's like, this is just my silicon tweak to how I like it, and it is very unique
Yep.
to everything I've ever played. All
Yeah,
right, you
and like even
yeah.
Zach's Mythos, the Mythos 1347 here, that's a silicon fuzz, and it sounds completely different
oh
than
yeah,
the Rich.
wildly different.
Yeah,
I'll never forget when Christopher Columbus really nailed fuzz tone. with
right.
the- with
When
the
they signed the
mines.
Declaration of Independence, when Christopher Columbus signed it, they
Yeah.
were there, and
Yeah,
they had this.
Nicolas Cage found those glasses in
yeah.
the brick wall,
Right.
and then that's when the fuzz happened. It was
Actually, the
amazing.
schematic for this is written in invisible ink on the back,
On
of, the
the back of the
Declaration.
Declaration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. But
Lemon juice.
yeah.
All right, let's go. You're first. We're gonna just do this like we're just gonna play a fuzz pedal for a minute, do a jam, and we're just hanging out. It's a 2-hour. If you're here, you're ready for pain anyway. So take it away, Rhett.
Okay, somebody wanna give me?
You want to just jump into a jam?
Yeah, let's go to E major here.
And you're gonna do
Okay.
the Mythos pedal.
I'm gonna start with the 1347 here. We'll ease into it. The least crazy kind of into the most crazy. Addison, I'm going to use your plate setting here.
I'll turn my mic off. Swampy. I used the wrench there, which I'll use again later, but
Yeah, so that was like as much fuzz as this pedal has to offer, and
okay.
I think this is a good entry fuzz for people that are fuzz curious but don't know that they want something that sounds like their amp is gonna explode, because when you dial the fuzz back on this, they voiced it to be pretty tame. So it's kind of a distortion overdrive thing with the fuzz turned down, you know.
How so if we were the pedal show, we would also talk about how does it clean up with the fuzz.
Oh, right.
Next.
Yeah, I forgot about
I
it.
need to be the pedal show.
All right, so we'll get some fuzz going here.
Max it out. Oh, I'm curious. And then clean those puppies up. Okay. That's cool.
Oh, that does.
It's like a treble boosted fuzz. It's really nice.
And that's a really cool thing to do, is like use a fuzz pedal, roll your volume off as about as low as you can, and use it just as a way to fatten up your clean sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I like same kind of thing, especially on a Gibson style guitar. So have your bridge on, so like full, flip up, and your neck pickup is clean.
Yep.
So it's handy. You can't see me doing that, but it is a thing. Okay.
Hey, can you guys just real quick name your 2 favorite budget fuzz pedals? Unless that's on the docket.
Ooh.
No, I'll go. I mean, my favorite out there is the 3 Series Fuzz. It's like all the mods I've done to a fuzz face for years and years. $99. I mean, and then budget, I would say the Screamer Fuzz by Cusack. Yeah, sorry. Screamer Fuzz by Cusack is another huge favorite. It's actually a tube screamer and a fuzz face, which is a hugely popular, amazing combo. And then just like get one of the Big Muff reissues.
Yeah.
We can get them used for like $70. Find them on the streets.
The 3 Series Fuzz it has no business being as good as it is for $99. If I do say so myself.
Can I quote that like on an ad?
Yeah.
It
shouldn't
has-
be this good.
We
This
didn't
fuzz
pay
has-
him.
This fuzz has
Yeah.
no business being this good.
Yeah.
Rhett Shull.
Yeah.
We did not pay him to
Okay.
say that.
That's great. Yeah, I like that fuzz. What's 2 more for you?
I don't know. I mean, it's like, what's budget? I'd say honestly, on same 2 answers.
Yeah.
It's boring, but
Probably like because I have so much money, it'd be like a 66 fuzz face with NTKs. Sorry, I can't talk when I get so excited about money. They're only like $6,000.
oh, that's it.
Yeah, and if you can't afford that, then why are you playing guitar? Yeah. Let's jump into. I'm gonna do the wrench here.
It has a wrench
It
on it.
physically has a sick, awesome wrench.
Does the do the jaws actually open and close? It looks.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be
The company is OCE. So if you're on your smartphone, just follow OCE on Instagram. It's like the third plug for Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg better. He better understand what we're doing here. So this is the Wrench Fuzz. There's a new pedal called the Monkey Wrench, which is his version of a rat. I have it as well. It's sick. It sounded so good.
Does that also have a wrench on it?
Yeah. They have wrenches and things on them.
That's cool.
Yeah. So here this is.
So transparent.
Yeah.
That's cool. When you roll it down, it does like almost a lo-fi kind of
Yeah,
thing.
You can't see there, but I'm actually. Technology, y'all. I'll add some analog delay. So I'm gonna. You hear the fuzz, so. I'm going to turn the Klon on the way I use the Klon. I've shown it in a million videos. Same setting, gain is at 75, so. It adds like the nose throat tone.
Oh, yeah. It sounds very boxy. Mute your mics.
Same riff, to be fair, without the Klon. With. But, you know, the whole point is to do what I want to do with a fuzz. I usually always stack a Klon on top of a fuzz.
And that's an important lesson for people to understand is fuzzes are just as stackable in many cases as overdrives or boosts or other effects. They play nicely. One of my favorite things to do is take a fuzz and put it into a like big reverb, for example. Is there like a shimmer or something on this pedal? All right.
It's almost as if a fuzz is a living organism that can grow within our desires.
Right.
Weird.
So if I take it like the octahive here and put it into this the new neighbor,
The Beatronics Octahive.
the Beatronics Octahive. So we'll go back to
That's like if Hendrix played with U2.
yeah. So that's the fuzz by itself, and then with a crazy. I mean, it's just fun,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll say this. There are no rules with fuzz, and that's where most everyone I've ever seen get hung up on fuzz. Because it's like, where do I put it?
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of need to put them first because
Some of them. Yeah.
but maybe not.
But maybe not.
Maybe that's what you like about it is that it sounds like poo-poo when it's not first.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Yeah, there are no rules with fuzz. Fuzz lives in a dimension outside of our concerns and our rules.
That's so good.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
Fuzz is a rebel.
that's deep.
That'll preach.
I
man.
think we should
Roll
just
Tide.
go home.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, roll Tide. Yeah, man.
Roll Tide.
Oh.
I heard they got a new linebacker. First round pick.
3 things: Alabama football, Dale
Taylor
Earnhardt,
or Mark Martin.
Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, and this fuzz pedal.
That's right.
Can I talk about the
Amen.
old Jack Stelez here for a
Yeah.
second?
I wish you would.
The
Thanks.
graphics are so good on that pedal.
Okay. This is probably my favorite looking pedal, and I'm a little bit upset because I had this on my board for a long time, and it was under a tier, and the metal started to rub off the paint a little
Who made the board?
bit. Mason from Vertex.
You should sue him.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
You know what? And as much as these are going for now, I probably have. Like,
That was a
buds.
joke, everybody. it's like, sorry, that didn't play off well. It's the thing of like, it's always someone else's fault.
Oh, yeah, somebody
Sorry.
damaged this pedal for
okay,
me.
Let's
Yeah.
move on. It didn't land.
Maybe it's also why the switch isn't working. No, I think it's actually because I just threw this in my suitcase last minute. So yeah, this is like a Japanese companion fuzz, and this, as opposed to the 1347, so this is like your kind of tame silicon fuzz, you know,
Yeah, it's
has
fuzz
a,
face.
Yeah, it's fuzz face, basically.
And that's like a Shine.
and this is
like
nuts.
The companion is the sound of hell coming
Yeah.
out of a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my switch. There we go.
So
You know
it's
what it
kind of
sounds like
and
is
splattery.
Do what?
It's like splatting.
Yeah,
and
it's
beautiful.
like Velcro ripping kind of. Hopefully we don't get demonetized for this, or you don't get demonetized for this. But there's that
don't.
Jack White riff.
We don't make any money on YouTube. Okay. Wanna jam on it? Yeah.
Man, I really nailed that riff.
Oh man.
That's a cool sound.
It's a cool sound. One of my favorite things to do with this pedal is to actually use it to, like as on a recording, to double a bass line, or to just, if you've got a chord progression, just play one note, play the root note, because this sound takes up so much space, like just this, and it doesn't track intervals well. If I play like an E major, it's like those thirds don't come across, but a fifth sounds huge. So if you're recording with this style of fuzz, I like to just play the root note of the chord progression or double the bass line and tuck it underneath.
That's cool.
The thing, and it just adds this weight. It's awesome. I love this pedal.
Fuzz is heavy.
Yeah.
Fuzz is heavy.
Fuzz is everything.
Nick, what do you think about fuzz? I mean, you don't have a fuzz journey, really. You
fuzz
use fuzz
journey?
a lot, though.
Actually,
I've seen you start, but when we did the Legends of Fuzz,
Yeah.
you did some amazing stuff with those. And
Thank you.
You weren't like, you've never been like, oh, I love fuzz, but like you
Yeah.
took those and I was kind of impressed.
Yeah, I think fuzz is like any like effect in its like niche.
Yeah.
It's there. You could talk about just fuzz like you talk about whiskey or something. Like it has a lot of
Fuzz
characteristics.
is the whiskey of pedals.
Yeah, and I think it's probably used so much more than it's like you said. Like I think people hear and think about fuzz and they think specifically one thing, and it's like, I mean, you can clean up. I mean, I know
Doom metal.
doom metal. Maybe
Doom?
I don't know.
Is
Yeah.
Doom metal.
Is
Anything.
that the one thing?
I guess I don't really know. I don't.
You
really
also
listen.
use a rat, which
Yeah, I
effort-
think
yeah.
like the rat is another one. I think in that similar way gets a not a bad rat, but gets pigeonholed into being like heavy. But if you dial a rat back, it's a really great like overdrive sound. And I think similarly with fuzzes, like
yeah.
there's so many cool things that you can do with them. I think that it really is like you said, there is a fuzz for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rat Back is a good band
Rat
name.
Back.
You said that.
Rat Streets back.
We all went and saw the Batman last night.
Yeah,
together. Joshua did not go.
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting that you said penguin. Did you say penguin and rat?
Penguin and rat? What?
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
Penguin and I don't get it.
Well,
It's just from the movie.
It's on the movie.
URL.
Oh yeah, from because they thought that the
'Cause the
penguin. No
thing-
spoilers.
spoilers, yeah.
No spoilers.
Yeah,
spoilers.
don't tell me anything else, please.
But there is a scene. There is a scene at the beginning.
Should
if
I
you look
leave?
in the background, no, you're fine. This is not a spoiler. If you look in the background of Bruce Wayne's like dining room, he has an electric guitar and an amp, and
That's
there's some
right.
pedals on the floor.
That's right. Because he's
Yeah.
freaking Bruce Wayne and
Yeah.
he plays fuzz.
Are there any JHS pedals on the floor?
I don't know. I didn't have enough time to like grab a picture of it, but
yeah.
when it comes to HBO, I'm gonna study it, and I'll get back to
We'll
you.
zoom in, do
Yep.
some analysis.
Enhance.
Enhance.
You could always just
Enhance
Photoshop
image.
some in and
That's
then
true.
make it,
Oh yeah,
Mad.
totally.
you know.
All right, let's do this white oak dual fuzz from Lantern Manufacturing. So we've shown another pedal of his. It's amazing. It was like a rat style pedal.
Did
I'm a
that
big-
one come with a leaf too?
Yeah, here's the leaf.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
so
what?
it's a
Yeah, they
leaf
come with a
company.
leaf.
I love it so
The
much.
Sycamore is the other pedal that's really good. It's like an amazing. It's the same kind of style, but it's a rat.
Is the leaf an actual oak?
Yeah,
leaf?
Yeah, it is. I don't want to brag, but I was a forestry delegate in the Alabama FHA. Oh my god. And this is a white oak. No, it's not. I think it's a sycamore. It's a real leaf though.
Cool.
It's a white oak.
Yeah.
There's a water oak as well. It's a smaller leaf, different profile, different texture.
Stop.
Right.
It has a bitter taste to it. You have
Stop.
to taste them as well.
How old were
I
you?
ate-
Stop.
I was junior high.
Nice.
Yeah, I could taste leaves and tell you the tree. You know?
You can taste the leaves.
Yeah, you had as part of the competitions.
When I did a survival skills class one time, and we ate might have been white oak bark, like the inner bark of the white oak.
Whoa.
You can eat.
It's
you can
it's earthy.
You know,
It's
I
very
believe
earthy.
Rhett.
Yeah.
Huh?
I believe Rhett.
I'm telling
No, I'm
the
serious.
truth. I had a scholarship for forestry.
Are you for real?
Yes, I'm not lying. I've told this story over and over.
How
And
did-
you
I was a forestry delegate.
He's also a competent horseman.
Yeah, I grew
That's
up on a
true.
horse ranch. I was a volunteer firefighter.
Were you
in high
really?
school. Yeah,
That's rad.
I've done everything. I was a plumber.
Wow.
What's
you
your
ever
biggest
fight a
fire?
fire?
I
you
worked
put out?
construction on major high rises in Mississippi. I've done it all. There's nothing I haven't done.
Are there major high rises in
Nothing.
Mississippi?
Yeah, Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Is 4
Laugh
stories
it
a
up,
major
drummer
high
boy.
rise?
I'm not. Why is everyone jumping on me? I literally jumped to your defense. Why? What? How did this turn around? me so fast? Joshua's the one who doubts you.
Joshua, stop doubting me. No, I know it's weird. It was weird. We had to do like
Tastedly is for a competition, and
F-
it's just like one of those things that you
Future
say.
Farmers of America
You just say
forestry
things
competitions.
sometimes.
FFA.
And there was a moment when I wanted to be a smoke jumper, which is where you jump into forest fires and you dig out I was like, and that's why I became a volunteer firefighter, because I was going to train and go into that. I was like 15, 16. I thought I'll become a smoke jumper. And that lasted about 6 months. I did like the burning house training. They put us in a house, caught it on, like I did the whole thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I had a pager. Like I had a red fire pager.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I was too busy, rocking out at clubs in high school, and I was like, fire
Can
sucks.
we
Fire sucks, dude.
can we call our band today the Smoke Jumpers?
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't getting mad at you. I felt attacked. Like,
No.
I'm delicate when it comes to my forestry background.
I know that you ate leaves. He's the one that didn't think that you ate leaves. I know the leaf story.
Nick's a true friend who understood and knew that I ate
Josh
leaves.
just knows that I'm a safe place to take his anger out, and I'm not going to judge him.
All right, this is the White Oak from Lantern. The White Oak is a dual parallel fuzz with two uniquely voiced circuits, generally emphasizing the middle. So this is pretty cool. This is two fuzz pedals on top of each other in parallel with a blend control, master volume. So you have gain 1, tone 1, gain 2, tone 2, blend, and parallel. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
I love you guys. Joshua, I love you.
You know
Josh,
what? You know how I feel about you.
I just want to say I appreciate you immediately trusting me. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
If I start saying I fought sharks in the Caribbean, then you can doubt me.
Well, okay,
That's
so
not
this
that
is
far
the thing.
off from
This is the thing
being a
that you
smoke
do.
jumper.
You are like, oh, I did this thing, and it's wild and crazy, and it's just a joke. So when you're like, I was a forest man and I ate leaves for a competition, like, what am I supposed to do? You lie to me every day.
the forest man.
We need to do a pedal called the
Forest man?
the smoke jumper, or
Yes.
the forest man is a
Yeah.
funny phrase. You were a forest man.
Yes.
It's cool.
Wow.
All right, here's that fuzz. You have a separate tone control, right? And then here's the other fuzz. And then here's the blend of parallel. So let's make one bright, one all the way dark, one max gain, one low gain. It's really cool.
Weird.
I love it. I love this. I do think this lends itself to like the chaos, like Sonic Youth style.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do like a 1, 2, 3, like a driving beat, 1, 2, and
So musical.
That was cool.
Feels good.
I kind of stepped back, to Future Farmers of America, and I remember this one time there was this kid. His name was Tony, and he was like, "You don't know how to taste leaves like I do."
Oh.
Okay, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
Was I talking to you?
I am going to go and walk my neighborhood and pull leaves from trees.
I can't do it anymore.
He's from Alabama, though. He doesn't know.
He doesn't
and
know.
this
Oh,
isn't
so now everyone's defending the liar.
This isn't this isn't a native environment for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trained only in the northwestern region, the foothills of the
The northwestern
Appalachians.
region of what?
Alabama, the foothills of the Appalachians. The Tennessee River Valley has a very specific root system off the riverbeds.
Now I think he's yanking your chain.
That is where I'm from.
No, not that part. The specific root system part.
No, that's like basic.
Bro, do you even know how
forest.
trees work?
Bro,
do you even know
basic
Rivers carry
Seriously, bro.
things, and the soil is it's true. You don't
Yeah,
see
it's
palm
like-
trees in Chicago.
Do you even understand the watershed of northwestern
Does anyone
Alabama,
make
bro?
a big
Don't even
muff
get me started on prescribed burn. If you're in the comments and you know something about forestry, speak up. Go ahead, Josh.
Does anyone make a Big Muff style fuzz with Velcro rippy bias control? Randy Johnson wants to know.
Our mods always had that. The mods that we used to do. So if you find a JHS modded like Triangle Big Muff, it had a really good gate setting. I honestly don't know. I would say Jupiter effects probably. My brain is like someone's done that. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's so many. It's funny because I look down and it's just like
It doesn't help. You look
no,
down.
It doesn't
It's
help.
not helpful.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to add a gate control to a Big Muff, so someone's done
I
it.
have a gate control on my Big Muff. That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
I do too. I prefer it to not sustain as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. Your
Rhett,
turn.
it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Let's check out the Royal Tone.
Are we having a good time? I'm having a great time.
This is great.
I was
Me
having
too.
a great time until you started lying to me.
All right, so this is cool, Royal Tone. So essentially, if you can kind of split the petal.
It's really pretty.
It is a
It's
nice.
really. I
nice
love red
yellow.
on yellow.
It's a nice, and it's a bent metal enclosure. It's got some weight to it. There's some gravity.
It
in
reminds me of the sassafras tree, which root beer comes from.
Yeah.
It's a very prominent texture. and
Isn't
taste.
sassafras a hallucinogenic?
I don't believe it is.
root?
There are poisonous things in the Tennessee River Valley. Like, there are some things. There's a plant that we make poke salad out of.
Yeah.
What's
You ever heard of that?
poke
I've never
You
heard.
have
no,
to
is that what-
boil the weed and then you eat it, and it's great. But if you don't boil it, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
That's the
Larissa's
South.
nodding. She
Yeah.
grew up on a farm. She
No,
knows
I'm
what you're
not
talking
lying. I'm not joking.
about.
This is
I
impressive.
feel a lot of
It's just that you know how much I love trees. So why is this the first time I'm hearing this?
Oh dang.
Maybe
Oh.
maybe Josh, you haven't listened to what I talk about.
I have to. You pay me to listen. I have
This
to
is-
listen to you.
This is a lesson in communication, I believe.
Oh,
I feel like I'm in marriage counseling
Yeah.
over trees, which is very
I
confusing.
think what Joshua is saying is that what I hear you saying, Joshua, is that
Go on.
you've made such a big deal about your love for plant life and trees.
Yes, and
that,
he knows
that you
this.
would have thought that Josh would have said, "Hey, did you know that I know the taste of leaves?"
Yes.
I'm gonna come hug you.
Please.
Here we
don't.
go.
Oh man.
Here it is.
Yep.
We're making. It's gonna
We're making
happen.
progress.
This is history.
Oh.
Wow.
Thanks.
Wow. There's a lot of healing happening.
That was
Hey
amazing.
guys,
Yeah.
Fuzz.
That's the first
feels
time
all
Josh
right.
has ever hugged me.
Build a bridge.
Sorry. Hey, Rhett, remember when you were trying to talk about one of the fuzzes on your board?
It doesn't matter. This is more important. We're making progress in our relationships. We're learning lessons in
Yeah.
communication,
Yeah.
which is important.
It is.
It's the most important thing to
Really
any
is.
relationship. Is
Yeah.
effective communication skills.
Right.
Y'all are important to me, and if this
Man.
whole forestry thing getting a wedge between us, I'll drop it.
Yeah.
Don't drop it. Just teach me how to eat leaves.
That's the
That's
quote
all I
of the
want.
century.
P.S. If anyone in the comments knows Peter Wohlleben, the famous German forester who wrote The Secret Life of Trees, I really love him.
Oh man.
Back to the pedal.
Anyways, so yeah, it's a nice fuzz. So you've got attack and level control here, and you've got a 2-band EQ, bass and treble, which is really really useful. And then this separate mid control. This is why I brought this, because This you can act it can act independently of the fuzz, and I have used it a couple times on this live stream, and it becomes sort of an overdrive of its own. So here's my clean tone. Close enough.
Is A the ultimate fuzz chord?
A is the guitar chord that
I always want to play an A with fuzz. It feels so good.
Yeah, and I have a new my favorite fuzz riff. Shout out to Driving and Crying. But that's just the mid control.
It's really good.
Which is kind of nice.
Which does what I use the Klon for.
Right.
In a weird way.
You're right, actually.
The Klon adds like a compression and more saturation, but it's technically that's what I like. I like the mids. I could use the haunting mids, but I just like putting the Klon there.
Yeah. Or a preamp pedal could be. Yeah. So here's the fuzz by itself.
Do you know what that's? Is it like? What's the controls on this fuzz?
Attack and level, bass and treble. So bass and treble are pretty self-explanatory. Attack, I believe, is fuzz.
I bet it's a tone bender of some sort.
Yeah.
It says attack. So,
which my favorite, my Mark I tone bender, I like about here with the knobs kind of pointed at each other like this. Or you can go the opposite direction, bring the overall fuzz level down, and then hit the front end of the amp harder by boosting the level, and then you kick in that mid control. And then fuzz and attack way up. Bring the treble down, bring the bass up, and it does that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Which pedal was that again?
The Royal Tone.
BAE Royal Tone. Just jam.
Let's jam.
Yeah.
Curious, so you want to do that riff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Driving and Crying.
Let's do it.
Beautiful. Yeah, Royal Tone, BAE. Pretty great.
That might be my favorite one so far.
It's cool.
Really
that
versatile.
And the Mythos. Dang.
The,
Yeah,
look,
those
the
are dope.
looks really are good too. Other good bender. If we look down here, there's the Keeley Fuzz Bender.
Yep.
Macari's also makes these crazy. They're made by Dam, but they're expensive, but they're cool. I mean, they're made in England. and
Yeah.
they sound amazing. There's a lot of good tone bender style things out there. That one's cool though. I don't have it. I'm fine. I just wanted to use the stinger really. That feels right.
Dude, I had a thought came in my head,
Yeah,
and then it
okay.
jiggled my brain around for a second,
a thought jiggle.
And then it left.
Yeah.
And I think it's Ernie Ball trivia time.
Oh man.
Welcome to Ernie Ball Trivia Time, where we ask a question. If you get it right, you get a whole box of strings from Ernie Ball.
10 packs.
10 packs, a whole box. I think if you get bass strings, which you can get, by the way, it's like 6 packs. But that's 6 packs of bass string. I mean, this is a crazy deal.
That'll last someone 10 years.
I mean, quite literally. I put new strings on this 2 years ago, and I haven't changed them. It's amazing.
Dude,
That was 2 years
My
ago?
P-Bass,
Almost, yeah.
Wow.
my P-Bass strings are from 2015,
Yo,
and I will never change
That's a
them.
good year.
Yeah.
man. So really, if
Fine
you win
vintage.
this,
Yeah.
even if you're not a bass player, you should just get a pack of bass strings because that's the best value. So.
Yeah.
All right, here's the question. If everyone's ready, which Ernie Ball artist chose his preferred brand of strings by blind break testing them over 30 years ago? One more time. Which Ernie Ball artist chose his preferred brand of strings by blind break testing them over 30 years ago? That's cool.
Wait, how do you blind break test something? You're like,
I
Well-
bet that a tech or someone puts them on.
Yep.
okay.
And doesn't say what brand.
Uh-huh.
And then the player
Yeah.
tries to break the
He
strings.
shreds. Or she.
How many years
I
ago?
don't know. 30 years ago.
That's interesting.
Long time.
Well,
Okay.
not really.
No?
Yeah, it's the 90s. It's weird. It's weird.
I
I'm
was born
almost
in the 90s,
I'm
so
almost
it's
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I lived my best life in the 90s.
Was that when you were forestry
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
in the 90s?
throw your question or your answer in
Let's
the.
yeah, and let's look down here. Let's do the Stromer.
This one I'm excited about.
The Stromer Super Fuzz. This is based on the Super Fuzz, the Shin-A Univox labeled, whatever. There's a million versions of it, but it's an octave fuzz, so you can have it without the octave, which is nice
That's
in
cool.
comparison to the original. You can't do that. And then you have this tone, which is really a mid switch.
Yeah.
I call that a scoop.
Oh.
Wow. I like
That is
I
loud.
like mids. And then this adds the octave.
If you were going to compare the quality of the texture of this fuzz to a specific sparkling water, which sparkling water would it be? Because you have like Perrier, which is like
I would
bigger
do
bubbles.
San Pellegrino probably,
San
Dang.
Pellegrino,
which is
Okay.
technically not. It is.
Yeah, they do sparkling.
It's real. It's too sweet for me, and it's bitter. And,
Oh, okay.
So this is.
I would probably pick like Seagram's Club Soda, like the kind of stuff where you drink it
Yeah.
and you immediately you just burp immediately. It's like impossible.
That's like what they serve on planes.
Yeah, it's it's really bubbly.
Yes.
This is so he makes these in New York City. Just one dude making them in his apartment. I think they're so cool. Like
I'm not gonna lie. I bought one right before we went live because
Yeah.
we were playing it, and it's
yeah, if you missed the Totally Normal Behavior episode, Daniel is scrolling at night like we all are. Both of us are on Reverb 10 times a day. He sees this, freaks out, thinks it's some weird Ampeg or elk thing, and we just buy it, like some relabel. And then we find out it's this dude. Yeah. So let's jam on it. And here it is with the Klon.
That's cool.
I'll do it without. Something in E. I don't know. I'm just gonna play a riff
Something
and y'all
in
figure
E.
it out. So 1, 2. I'm making a beat for myself and a.
mic.
That's fine. It's an open room sound. The Octave Fuzz is my favorite fuzz, I think.
I agree. I love Octave Fuzz
It's
with all my
unruly.
heart.
And you have to, here's the thing about fuzz. You have to play to fuzz.
Yes.
That's the other problem
Oh,
people
yeah.
have. I want to try a fuzz pedal. And then you get the fuzz pedal and you turn it on like this fuzz. And then you're like, what's my favorite song today? Oh, it's like Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. And you go. And it sounds like trash. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that. You have to take a fuzz. They're all different. And like, listen to it.
Yeah, it's like sailing. You
Christopher
can't control
Cross?
the wind.
Oh.
You got to play.
Fuzz
The,
is the wind.
fuzz is
You-
the
and
wind.
It cannot be controlled.
Yeah.
So, like with that, to me, the octave fuzzes have this really fun thing when you're attacking a note and killing it on purpose. That stuff. I also love what you were doing earlier. There's like some of the things where you're double, like a lot of double notes it can't handle. So
Yes. So my favorite thing with Octafuzz, I almost brought it, but it's another Jext to Les pedal, and it's basically called the Jext Fox,
yeah.
and it's like a Fox tone machine.
Yeah.
In fact, I might plug this up. I've not played the Worm
It's great.
yet, but one of my favorite things to do with Octafuzz is, again, because I'm kind of a reverb nerd.
This is another good affordable Foxtone machine, the 3699 by Dan Electro.
Okay, so get kind of a reverb. It's a little too much going here. And then, so you've got your Octafuzz. Let's turn the reverb off now. So you've got that kind of thing. On the neck pickup, up here in this, 8, 9, 10th fret position, it's where the octave tends to jump out on the neck pickup. And then if you roll that neck pickup down a little bit, you get this ring mod kind of thing going.
It just cannot handle it.
It's so cool.
Wow.
We'll do another jam and then we'll do the winner.
Mute your mics. Mute them good.
should announce the winner over this music. It's so good.
Okay. The question was, which Ernie Ball artist chose his preferred brand of strings by blind break testing them over 30 years ago? The answer to that question is Kirk Hammett of Metallica. Now, I just want to remind our viewers that when we choose winners, we choose the first person to answer correctly in the chat, and that means the first person to answer correctly that hits our stream. So I know sometimes you answer first in your stream, but it doesn't show up in ours that way. So keep this in mind. The winner of Ernie Ball Trivia Time is William De Silva. So if you are William De Silva, please email me at thejhsshow@jhspedals.com. Thank you.
this the longest jam we've ever done. It deserves an applause. Yep. I don't do drugs, but I feel like that would have been where I would have started. In the middle of that jam.
A lot of people think that we do drugs.
We get a lot of comments.
A lot of people
You
specifically think that I smoke a
Today.
lot of weed.
Today, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, we've been asked if we were drinking, if
Yep.
we were high.
Yeah. No.
This is just life.
This is
We just
this is sobriety. Just imagine though.
yeah, there have always been comments. Do you ever get those?
Oh yeah.
Do
I get people
think
that
you're just
assume-
plastered all the time.
Yeah.
Or okay.
The best ones too are like, God, Rhett, you look so tired. You should sleep better. I'm like, thanks.
Someone said that you look blazed on our stream today.
It's fine. I have that face, I guess.
We
It's the key light. The key light's a little hot.
Here's
on
the
your
thing.
face.
Can I just
you can have fun.
Yeah.
Just being together and talking about forestry and jamming. You
Yeah.
know?
There have been
I was.
decades.
Sorry, you
no,
first.
it's okay. It's
You
okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, okay.
While we were, while you were doing that jam, I was thinking about trees. I zoned. I didn't pay attention to the comments, and I thought about trees.
yeah, man. That's groovy. It's groovy.
I had
That
a
was
pretty cool
fun.
synth
Yeah.
tone kind of going there, and I
Yeah.
don't know how I got there. It's fun. Maybe. Wait, let's see if I was like. It was like up here.
So
See,
pretty.
Yeah. Now, how are you gonna get that kind of sound with like? You can't do that with an overdrive.
Klon doesn't do
Or
it.
Klon.
Nah.
$10,000 and that pedal doesn't do
Nah.
It
this.
doesn't do anything.
No,
It's an overdrive.
it's an overdrive.
It's stupid.
Stupid.
But that's not.
This is not. This
The
is cool.
Octa by Beatronics.
Octahive, take me there.
Woo.
Oh man.
I think Nick, you wanna?
Hey, man. You know what? Sure. Go ahead. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hot Topics, the part of the show where we discuss the hottest topics from your favorite website, the Gear Page.
Woo!
This is
My
not
favorite
officially
website.
sponsored by the Gear Page in any way whatsoever, so don't get the wrong idea, okay? Addison sends me a list of topics, and I read them, and we talk about them. That's how this
That
works.
says a lot about Addison.
It
I'm on
really
the gear
does.
page. What can I
Addison
say?
is on the
I
gear
get the
page.
email.
And disclaimer,
Yeah.
we're a supporting member over there.
So am
I
I.
like supporting it. I just don't show
I'm
up a lot.
I'm not a supporting member. JHS is a supporting member. I'm not.
We are a supporting member,
JHS as a company.
and Addison.
Rhett,
is a
how would you
supporting
feel if I
member.
created a new member name named Rhett Shull and made it as supporting membership? I'll send you the login credentials. You can have it.
I can have it.
You can have it.
Boy, that would just make me
$15 for
so
the year.
happy.
I'm gonna do that for
Yeah,
you.
that's great. I really appreciate that.
You're
Addison.
welcome.
Thank
And
you
then
so
I'm gonna
much.
post and say, "Hey guys,
Hey
I'm
guys,
Rhett Shull.
Rhett Shull here.
I just want to let you know there is no Plan
just
B, and I just
jumping
wanted
in.
to
Yeah,
come
just
on.
jumping in to see what you guys are talking about over
Exactly.
here. Oh,
I also think a big part of this is just trying to keep this as out of context as possible because some of these are just pretty great. One of them today is sometimes I don't understand the line 6 guys.
Fair.
Now
okay.
there is context for this, but it's kind of boring. But I just think that that's hilarious.
Okay.
There was one oh what is Mayor babbling about?
I have a question.
This is in reference to his interview on Corey Wong's
Okay.
podcast.
Oh, nice.
Because he was talking about apparently talking. I listened to some of it about bottle caps, wolf playing pool, zombies walking up the neck, and the person's asking, can someone interpret this? And somebody in the thread said, the weed is flowing, which also triggered another thing, which is like you realize you don't have to be stoned off your gourd to like just like
creative.
There's some kind
Yeah.
of weird undercurrent in this industry. Like if you have to be like drugged out of your mind
Right,
all the
right.
time
Yeah.
to do fun stuff.
There-
I
I
don't
think-
understand.
contextually, you have to understand there were decades of people doing drugs so that we didn't have to do them to understand, like, you know, to
Yes.
have all the references. There is one useful thread, which is best tiny boost. This person's board is complete,
okay.
but they're like, I just want to
Cool.
squeeze a boost on
well, then
there,
it's not
you know?
complete then.
Oh,
Right. I mean,
Almost.
touche.
Whoa.
Let's do this. Let's hit all three
Yeah.
quickly and just.
Yeah.
I'm fine
So,
with it.
God, what's with those line 6
what
guys?
is with those line 6 guys?
So It's got to be in reference to this.
It's
Wait.
actually weirdly not.
Is it not?
No?
It's in reference to some weird setting on the Red Llama, the Alpaca Rouge. The original has a tone control, and it's set to 5 by default, and they're asking why is it not set to 10?
So there's a Red Llama setting, which is a way huge pedal inside of a Line 6 product. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
In
You
the
know what
Helix.
The Helix.
So wait, this person who started this thread, theoretically, as I understand it, Nick, and correct me if I'm wrong, opened up the Red Llama pedal and noticed that it was set to 5 and not 10, and they thought, I'm gonna go to the gear page with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Wow.
And the thing is
What is
like,
with those Line 6 guys, man?
what is with them? So
They wanted it on 5.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Imagine that.
What losers, dude. Could you imagine? Like,
Plus, the Line 6 guys, it's also Yamaha guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they-
It's really Yamaha.
it's a
guys.
complex situation.
It is really. Yeah. But guys, what is Mayor babbling about? He's always just talking about stuff, right? That guy.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that John he's a songwriter. He's a comedian, not
Yes.
maybe officially in the most
But
like,
he is.
but he
He's
is.
hilarious.
Super clever and fast.
It has a very like stream of conscious way of speaking. He speaks in riddles and metaphors all the time. Whenever I listen to interviews, it's always like, this is like unto something, and
Yeah.
he'll smash
He-
two ideas together.
He's like a strange. He's like we'll dive immediately into philosophical stuff.
Yeah, he speaks very lyrically about
Yes,
things
yes.
because he is a songwriter, and I think when you bring that songwriting into the way that you talk
Metaphors.
about metaphors and things that seem to contradict, but it's like it actually makes sense.
Yeah, like a metaphor is usually a better thing to use than the actual thing
Right,
because it can connect. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does that a lot.
But everybody assumes it's like, oh man, that guy's stoned off his gourd. And it's like, no, like the dude just writes like all the time.
yeah,
You just think about words.
yeah, and he probably wasn't talking about guitar at that moment, and it offended people.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
Because
sure.
John Mayer's supposed to only talk about guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like him and Joe Bonamassa are only allowed to talk about guitar,
Yeah.
period.
God forbid they have any other hobbies.
You as well.
whatsoever.
You're not allowed.
I'm not allowed.
anymore. Not anymore. I don't want to see anything else
Not a
on your
single
channel.
thing.
No.
Just
Okay.
guitar.
But what's a good tiny boost?
There's a lot. There's like a lot.
You know, I actually have one. The Lawrence Petros designs. So, well, okay, I'm not from the Southwest, but the saguaro cactus, saguaro cactus.
I've seen that.
Saguaro.
Yeah, saguaro. He has a
so.
it's a little mini pedal that's called the saguaro or saguaro boost, and I think it's kind of like a Klon, but with the gain set relatively low, just one knob.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I actually
Cool.
really like that one. Depends on what kind of boost you're looking for. If you want something that's just clean and transparent, just to
Yeah.
boost your signal, or you want something with some sauce on it.
Yeah, I think that's the question. When it comes to mini pedals, it's clean or dirty boost. So like you could just buy like an MXR Sugar Drive, which is a Klon and it's mini, and set it like a boost.
Yeah.
Or the mini Tube Screamer. These are cheap pedals. Great boost. Use a Tube Screamer as a boost. I'm looking around. I mean, the Cusack more loud. I make the Prestige. That's a really clean one. There are so many mini
EP
boosts.
boost?
The EP boost is
Yeah.
classic.
Classic.
Yeah. There's a mini katana, I believe, from Keeley as well.
Cool.
I think
You can get
there's
a mini.
even a mini, the full tone fat boost now. There's so many.
Oh yeah.
There's just like
I
tons. Pogo has a boost, a compressor boost.
I have to admit, I understand that there's a need and a place for mini pedals. I can't stand them.
Yep.
I
I'm
hate
with
'em.
you.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
I hate
Joshua
them.
likes them a lot.
I can't stand them.
Anything small.
Anything small,
Yeah.
like model trains and.
Well, pedal wise,
Oh, okay.
I just love small pedals. I don't really even care if they sound good or not, mostly because I don't really play that much. But they're just very cute.
It's a lifestyle.
How can you deny a cute pedal?
Yeah.
Well, I just have a problem with it because for two reasons. One, they're so small that it's hard to get
And
it
cute.
and cute. Sorry, Joshua.
This is like a new hot topic.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, sorry. This is a tangential new hot topic. I don't like them because You can't ever get enough Velcro or dual lock on the bottom of
this
them
is
to
a
stay
problem.
put.
They rock back and
They
forth.
rock
when you
back
try-
and forth. When you step on them, you always knock them off your
man.
board.
Oh,
Stupid.
God.
Use your hands.
And then what's the point of the of having a bunch of mini pedals if you're gonna try and stack them all together? Then the foot switches and the controls are gonna be too close together, and you're gonna
Use your hands.
And they're always going to have side jacks, so they end
Yeah.
up not necessarily being mini.
Ding, 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 ding.
right. So it's like if you just have a regular pedal, like so, you're not saving that much space on your board.
It's not about space.
Sometimes
It's
it
about
is.
the aesthetic.
It's about cute.
Yeah, but
What's so hard?
It's about the cute.
okay. I don't understand.
I'm with you on the mini pedal thing though.
Yeah.
I just bought the Nordland ODRC, and I bought the compact version, and I kind of regret it. I kind of wish I would have bought the big
You
version.
know what?
It's not real mini though. It's like just kind of mini. It's like
Let's
a little
just
mini.
boycott mini
You
pedals.
know, and top mounted jacks. Can we agree?
Yeah.
As of right now,
Oh, we're back on the
every
top
Yes,
mini,
we
are.
every single mini
No.
JHS pedals discontinued.
Gone.
as of today.
Ooh.
Wow.
Done. It's now the
Cool.
official
It's over.
JHS show stance.
I'll never do it again. From
Dang.
now on, here's the motto: minis must die.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks. Josh Scott hates mini pedals and wants you to boycott all of them.
That's right.
Wow.
But I
mini
don't-
pedals
I don't.
suck.
I don't want that to happen.
I also really like the Fairfield,
Yeah.
the Accountant, which is a compressor, but it makes a great boost in the lowest compression setting.
Yeah.
It's real sweet. Little extra.
You should
sustain.
only use pedals that have that kind of vibe, like the crook, the accountant, the lawyer. Someone needs to
Well,
make
dang.
you
Day
like
trader,
the day
the
trader.
hedge fund manager.
Is the Prestige a
That's
mini
cool.
pedal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you really asking that? How long you worked here?
I mean, I know how small
It
the
is.
Prestige
It's a
is,
mini,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we make our own.
We have a boost we've tried to release for 2 years. That's another mini boost.
Yeah.
We've
Maybe that's why we've
hundreds,
never
if
gotten
not
around
thousands
to
of
it.
them
is 'cause
sitting around in a
Yeah,
closet.
put it in a regular box and you'll immediately release it and sell out
Yeah.
of them.
This has been a really good
Yeah.
Hot Topics.
Yep. So thank you everybody for tuning into this episode's Hot Topics.
All right. You have one fuzz left? No?
No,
Are you
I think
done?
we played everything.
I have one left somehow. That's probably because you went first, and now I'm
Yeah,
ending.
now you have one.
So I'm gonna.
Should I grab something else here? Or?
I mean, we got 30 minutes left. We'll
All right.
probably
All right, you do your thing, and I'm gonna grab a.
do whatever
something.
we want.
Yeah.
I might order some DoorDash.
I am kind of hungry actually all of a sudden.
I'm so hungry.
Let's talk about this right here. Yeah, this is
That's
the
so cool.
the
Fjord.
Fjord Fenris.
Joshua, can you look up what the word Fenris means?
I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Fenris was the child of Loki
Oh.
and a very fierce and scary, enormous wolf.
Oh, I know about this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't,
yeah.
But now I do. Fenris
Yeah.
sprung out of my collaborative endeavors with a legendary bass boy Bent Sether. I'm not gonna. It's one of those non-English backwards letters. I don't. I don't know.
man.
I barely speak English, and
You can tell the difference between leaves by tasting them, but
that's
English
right.
is hard.
But when it comes to reading words,
Let me tell you something.
I
know
tell
the
you
language
what.
of leaves.
Roll
That's right.
Tide,
Roll
Dale
Tide.
Earnhart.
We didn't learn
English.
any of them weird backwards letters.
I tell you what, if it ain't English, it ain't in
I
my
ain't speaking
wheelhouse.
it.
I ain't speaking it. That's a demonic. He wanted the ultimate super fuzz based fuzz, and through many iterations, super fuzz. So this is super fuzz as well. Okay, I did not know that. I like this because I'm actually just gonna basically play it for the first time here. It's the most beastly aggressive fuzz he's ever created. Fenris substitutes the original super fuzz preamp for the one found in the Space Echo tape machine.
Whoa.
So it says a Space Echo preamp in front of it. Beyond this, every section of the circuit has been disassembled and assessed, and not all of it made it back into the Fenris. It does, however, retain what I found to be the most essential blocks of the original circuit. The clipping stage is gone. The tone stack is completely reworked, so it won't have that mid thing, the scoopy switch. Yeah, this sounds crazy. Volume and gain do as you expect them, but the internal gain in the circuit is massive. You'll find yourself actually not cranking the pedal. I did notice it's so loud. The knobs marked with saturation icon and an upside down heart icon take care of the very flexible notch filter. So saturation, there's a mushroom, dB, the laser gun and the heart. I don't know.
I think that is Hans Blaster.
Yeah. The mushroom knob lifted from the emblem applies a mild passive gate. So it's a gate control. This is fun. I feel like I'm playing a board game. When you need to cut noise. The triangle knob indicates octaving. So that's a heart. Okay, so that's a triangle. All right. Let's see here. Let's
I just want to look at it.
look at it, man.
Fenris, in Ragnarok, is the wolf that will be loosed upon the world and eat us all, including the gods.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
That's pretty rad.
I also have the boxes to all these. Just needed to use the stinger. That's the volume on 1. So, help me out, Rhett. The So,
The
this
mushroom?
This is the octaving. The
mushroom's the gate. The upside down heart is the octave bias. Oh wait, no. I can't read. Okay, so this is the gate.
okay.
This is the octave bias. This is the filter cutoff.
Okay. It's kind of like a rat.
Yeah.
Backwards.
That's with the volume like all the way down too.
Joshua, do you want to start a Norse mythology podcast?
Yes. I mean, Neil Gaiman kind of wrote a book, and it's kind of that already, but we can still do it.
That's
I turned my mic off. Here we go. Ready? That is
Beautiful.
The most tweakable octave super fuzz I've played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super cool.
It's really cool. Very, 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 very cool. Spelling. Let's spell that out so people will know for sure. It's
FJORD.
FJORD.
FENRIS.
Good job. Good job.
We did it. Very
Fjord.
cool.
Wow.
I think we should experiment with us both playing slide at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's
What?
pretty good.
Before we wrap up here. So
Is this
we
the
need-
first time ever this has happened?
This is the first time ever. Yes.
Y'all are witnessing history right now.
Yeah, I think we do this and just call it quits. This has been a fun
For the
hang.
next 30 minutes.
I like fuzz. Can I?
Yeah, talk about. Let's talk.
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
wrap. Let's do a round wrap up here.
Yeah,
I just like. I think there's something very classic about it. Like you go back, way back in the day to like the '60s, and there's fuzz.
That was
And
almost that was 60 years ago.
It lasts all the way till today, and I think a lot of music has it. A lot of it sounds really good. A lot of music that I like uses fuzz. So the Black Angels, you.
Yes.
That's all I have to say. I just like
Yeah.
fuzz. That's all I really wanted to say, but
Yeah. That was sick.
I like fuzz.
It's awesome.
Just as a general survey, if you're watching and you do not own a fuzz pedal, just it'd be interesting to see, like, for one, you've hung around, so I doubt you're here. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, if you hate fuzz, let us, like, I'm just curious. There's two types of people usually. I hate fuzz or I love it. The in between is, like, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be cool in the comments just to know I don't like fuzz. Maybe I might try fuzz.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to know.
Yeah.
Fjord Fuzz is here. Hi, Fjord Fuzz.
Hi.
We love you.
What do you think, Nick? What's your fuzz takeaway?
I feel like fuzz is like the train. It's like the oldest technology that we still use on guitar. It's like we're still riding in trains, and we're still using fuzz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think fuzz is so interesting. I always feel like whenever the topic of fuzz comes up, I'm always like, ugh, we're talking about fuzz again. But then it's like, oh yeah, this is why we're still talking about it, because it's so diverse and there's so many different flavors, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't use it that much, but I feel like every time I turn one on, I don't regret it.
You're right.
You know, it's great. It's a great effect. What about you, Edison?
I'm the in between. I have a few fuzz pedals.
You've tried.
I have really tried. I think my amp is partially like I play an AC30 thing that's broken up. It's got a lot of mid range already.
I feel like all your problems you're currently dealing
It's
with are
probably my amp, which I get that, but anytime I turn a fuzz on, I have a few fuzzes, but anytime I turn a fuzz on, it makes me like play a riff that I wouldn't normally play. So for that reason, I really appreciate it. But I do need to find I need to know what fuzz
Yeah.
is for me.
That's a good. That's a good point you brought up. Like, fuzz is one of those effects that if you open yourself up to it,
Yeah.
it will lead you.
It does
in
lead
riffs,
me.
right?
Absolutely.
It's like you got to follow it. It's like a
Yes.
guide.
And for that reason, I
become
love it.
its disciple.
I think-
Like a disciple of the
Yeah.
fuzz.
I
I
mean,
need to.
you know how much I know about pedals, Addison, but I think you should try the Fjord Fuzzes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Octave fuzz.
I was
gets me
just
every
reading
time.
them, reading the descriptions and
Uh-huh.
stuff, and they look very. I think you can do a lot with them that maybe you can't do with a lot of other fuzzes.
dang.
Also, Rhett Fjord Fuzz says that they have an Odin for you, and
Oh
they
my
have a feeling you're
God.
gonna like it.
Oh, that is so very cool.
We
There's a
have
fuzz
we
called
have
an Odin.
several of their pedals, and they'll keep showing up on the new and notables with some of these other brands. I'm
Dude.
excited to keep showing.
What is
we
the Odin?
we have more of this wrench as well. Here's something you can help with. I suck at this advice. I play one style of amp. I will die with that amp in my coffin. It's a clean bassman circuit, a Sovtek MiG 50, a 65 bassman, or I'll stray into a Fender Blues Deluxe, which is basically a combo almost bassman. And then I use fuzz with it and love it. And then I hear the debates of clean amps suck with fuzz. But I'm I always use clean amps and I love fuzz. So there's that they use a lot of amps. I'm saying this because you're the amp guy. You will literally use 5 amps in a day.
Yeah.
I don't think of amps like you. So we're very different. What are give us the spiel on this, because it's a huge thing with people.
Well, okay. I feel like because the world of fuzz is so vast and everything is so different, and the world of amps is so vast and everything is so different, if you're one of those people that says, oh, fuzz into a clean amp sucks, or oh, fuzz into a dirty amp sucks, you just haven't played the right combination. And I would encourage you to go out and experiment, you know.
So you're telling me there's hope, Rhett?
There's a fuzz for everyone, Addison.
Yeah.
It really is.
thankful.
It's been strange to me over the years, and I have heard that for years and years. I've never plugged a fuzz in that I didn't figure out a use. Like
Yeah.
I think maybe, and I think with life, I approach life this way. I don't expect anything from anything.
Yeah.
I just go, what is this? Can I, and I
Yeah.
find the use. So I never plugged in a fuzz face and wanted to hear like Octavia
Yeah.
or whatever. Like that's a bad example, but I just was like, where's a good sound? Okay,
Yep.
cool. It's usable.
I find fuzz pedals much more usable and useful than overdrive pedals.
Dang.
That might be a bold statement, but I think it's true.
They're way more interactive with your
They're
guitar.
way more interactive. You can encroach with some, like, the Mythos 1347 or the Sunface here. You can encroach into some overdrive territories.
Especially if you're in a room with a loud amp behind you, you
Yeah.
can pull off some crazy good overdrive.
Right. But
Yeah.
you can do so much more with fuzzes than you can with overdrives. And I find that on the amp thing, the multiple amp thing, I love amps. Amps are probably my favorite thing behind fuzz pedals, way more than even guitars. I like amplifiers because, like fuzz pedals, amps do different things. They interact differently, and they cause you to play differently. They give you different ideas. And I find myself straying more towards just using fuzzes and boost pedals and really not using overdrive pedals all that much. Because, if you've got a good amp, you hit it with a boost, well, there's your overdrive sound.
Right.
Or you hit it with a fuzz, there's, for me, all the gain that I would ever need. So, yeah.
That's good advice.
There's a fuzz for everyone.
Man.
You need to just kind of do some experimentation. I think this is the place where maybe you set aside a budget, $100, couple $100, and you start just doing some research and saying, okay, I want to try this circuit. You go on Reverb and you find a used one, you buy it, you throw it on your board, you try it out. If you don't like it, put it back up on Reverb, sell it, get another one. That's what I did for years and years with pedals. I would just buy one and would play it for a while. Even pedals I liked, I decided, well, I want to go try something else. Let me sell this and get something else. And I think fuzz is a really
People don't do that whole thing with other, like, imagine you go get a car and hate it, and then you go, I hate cars.
yeah.
You would try another car. Or
Right.
like, I don't like that hamburger. Hamburgers suck. You would try a different hamburger.
People do it with guitars, though, I've noticed.
Yeah.
They play one Les Paul or one Strat, and then they go, oh, Les Pauls suck. Well, no. Maybe that one did, but it's...
Yeah, that is an interesting perspective on fuzz. I hear that sentiment with fuzz is like usually what I always hear. It's just like, I hate fuzz.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you play? I played the 90s Dunlop reissue, and it's like the worst. Like I could find a sound in there, but that's not where you want to start, man.
No.
It's a $70 fuzz that like they threw together on an assembly line. It's not biased, and it's like, it sounds like a tin can.
And also, it's what are you wanting to get out of a fuzz, right? For me, it's everything from nice saturation to crazy out, like the thing I was doing with the Octahive and the Lex and the Reverb. I love that kind of stuff because you can't get that with an overdrive and a boost and your reverb. It has to be a cool Octafuzz or the Canyon Climber. The sounds you can get with this thing, it's just so inspiring. I love it.
What's your singular favorite fuzz? Do you have one? Just like your number one. I know that's like a
Honestly,
really hard
it's
question.
the Jex Fox.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Very
Jex
cool.
Fox, his version of the Fox Tone machine. That's
Nice.
the one that stays on my board the most.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's why I didn't bring it, because I'm kind of precious about it. And he doesn't
Yeah,
build
yeah.
them anymore.
Yeah.
So it's,
You
I
need to
left it at
find
home.
another one.
I need to find another one. Cool.
Addison, are you going to use a slide? You should.
I can. I don't have one. Somebody have an extra
I'll find
slide?
you one.
There's one right behind you, I think, Richie. Is there a couple slides back there? That'll do. Thanks.
I'm gonna play the Screamer Fuzz. So this is not gonna end well, and I'm so excited.
This is the one thing about being the drummer that I'm like, I want to put a slide on something.
Just grab an acoustic and start playing slide. So, can I get more Rhett in my ears? Because this is a monumental moment.
I'm glad you guys are doing this because the chat's been asking me and I've just ignored it the whole time. In the chat, let us know who you think is the better slide player after you've heard. Don't say it now.
This is gonna be the worst
Say
competition.
it after you've heard.
We're gonna harness the power of the Allman Brothers. Try slide harmony.
All right, let's do it.
I don't even know how to start wanting to do that.
Just channel the Allman Brothers and let's do it.
Wow. This is a television first. Never. You know what I'm not gonna go back and listen to?
That. Did you hear me calling those birds home though? It's pretty
I
sick.
did, man. You know what I like to do? I get a lot of gain, right? And then you got a fretboard, right?
Yeah.
What a guitar maker don't think about is
Beyond the fretboard.
beyond the fretboard.
Right.
You gotta go.
Can you write a book called Beyond the Fretboard?
So like, what I want to go.
See, normally that's where you stop.
No, but
Yeah. Or maybe you even kick on the octave fuzz here, and you go.
let's do that together. Yes. See?
This is one of those things that's only fun if you're doing it. I have a slide on my drums. Look at me.
Oh God.
I'm a part of it. I don't think that there's anything left to say or do.
I don't either, and I'm okay with that.
I'm fine
Just
with that.
maybe read some comments, and we'll go out on that. but I
Rhett,
don't
you
know.
won.
Obviously. Rhett is the better slide player usually. It just depends, you know. If
I think I'm just more of a visionary. You know,
You are.
As when it comes to slide, you know, you got your Dwayne Allmans, your Derek Trucks, and then
Here's the honest to God's truth about me with slide. I got real into it.
yeah.
That's probably like, this is a true story. I'm not lying. I got really into slide. I
see.
heard Clapton's running on living on a prayer. No, that's Bon Jovi.
Okay.
wait.
Run.
No. Lately I've been living on, running on
Run on faith.
There we go. Close.
Yeah.
Living our
And
favorite on
the
faith.
Clapton Unplugged, and then I was like, oh, that's like beautiful. Then I got a slide. I had no idea what I was doing. I never learned open tunings. And then I heard like Walking Blues, Robert Johnson's a cover.
Mm-hmm.
And so I learned that like really well. I got obsessed with it. And so I know like the typical things. And then obviously listen to like growing up in the South. But true story, to get out of school one day in the 8th grade, you could jump on a bus and go to a talent competition. It was like private rooms. And you got out of school all day. So I grabbed my girlfriend's sister's acoustic Fender guitar, tuned it to open G at this time. And I did like, just walking, woke up this morning, look around for my shoes. And I'd like sing it and I played it. Yeah, literally. And I won a full scholarship to this community college. So like I skipped the whole day of school and then I got the scholarship and just like threw it in a drawer. But that's a true story.
Is that how you got into forestry?
No.
Oh.
That was starting to take forestry out of my life. The guitar was the greater love.
I did it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's kind of all and you learn like some stuff. And then slide after that became weird because it was like, I remember hearing it in things like 90s rock that I liked. Like really, slide as a melody or like part of a production. So I never like got super into slide.
All joking aside, Derek Trucks, when I found him,
He's unreal.
it pushed me away from slide for a a long time.
He's
Because it was,
unreal.
like you can't.
There's the clip of him on the stage with BB King, Mayer, and like John Mayer literally is like,
nah, not touching
like he's that one clip is so crazy. What he's doing with the guitar, I do not comprehend it.
There's also that clip of like the Rolling Stone magazine where it was like him, Mayer, and John Frusciante getting
That's a weird combo.
photographed. Yeah, and they were playing like this blues jam thing, and same thing. Derek just absolutely opened up, and
Yeah, that's another dimension of craziness.
yeah,
I think slide's fun though.
it's honestly it's my favorite way to play guitar. If I sit down to play just for my enjoyment, like not to make a video or to rehearse for a gig or any of that stuff, if I'm gonna enjoy playing guitar, I put it in an open tuning and I grab a slide and I just noodle around. It's
That's cool.
so much fun for me.
Nice.
I love it.
Cool.
But I think I'm a average, mediocre, acceptable slide player. When I hear there's so many the guys that Johnny Stachella, I think his name is. He's out with Dickie Betts band right now.
I mean, those guys are insane.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna try and reach out to him for lessons.
I'm
because
below.
he's
I am.
amazing.
I am below average. I can fake certain things pretty well, and then that's it.
It's
I have
really
a hard limitation.
Slide is really hard to. It's easy to learn, right? You put it in an open tuning, you go, oh yeah, 1, 4, 5, right? That's
Yeah.
easy to learn. But to actually play
The
it
nuance and
is
stuff is crazy.
really hard. It's really really hard.
All right. I guess this is a wrap. Any
Yeah.
closing comments here?
Yeah, I mostly because I just don't want to get a bunch of emails. Addison, you technically won the poll, but I disqualified you because you took your slide off.
I technically won the poll.
Technically.
Wow. Wow, guys. Well, I guess that's like to you guys.
Oh my god. Is this the
Awesome.
new beef?
Maybe, I
don't know,
guess.
maybe it is. Well, this
That's
is it.
fair.
We'll see you Friday.
Thanks,
I
Rhett.
guess. We'll see you. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast.
Fuzz. Go
Fuzz.
buy and play a Fuzz. That's it. Bye.